Hello and welcome to Love 52. I'm Paul Larsen and I'm bringing you this channel, Love 52, so that we can help clarify, simplify, magnify, and spread love. Love 52. I'm going to be here once a week, 52 weeks in a year. I'll be here probably more than once a week, often. And we're going to be here to spread this wonderful thing, love. So thank you for being here. We wear a lot of different hats in life, don't we? I mean, just alone in my family, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a son, I'm a uncle, a brother, the list goes on. You've got your hats that you wear, and really we don't play them, we're responsible for them. And in the professional aspect of my life, the hat I wear is that of a licensed marriage and family therapist. I have the great privilege of sitting in my office 30 hours plus a week talking to people, getting to know people, learning from people. I don't take it for granted. Yeah, it's my job, but it's something that I really cherish and enjoy doing greatly. So some of the information I'm going to be bringing you is from professional settings, experiences I've had, people I've talked to, people I've learned from. Some of it's going to be from personal, from friend interactions, from family interactions. My immediate family consists of my wife and I. We've been married for 22 years. We've got our son who's 19 years old, our daughter who's 15 years old. That's my immediate family right there. Some of the information I'm going to be bringing you is from experiences with them. So I get this opportunity in the workplace to talk with people of such a variety of ages and stages in life, different ethnicities, walks of life, lifestyles, belief systems, cultures. It's just such a great privilege for me. And so some of what I'm talking about when it comes to love is a result of getting to interact with them. I've got family members I've gotten to learn from who have lived in other countries, traveled to other countries. They've gone there loving, and within those cultural norms, they've been able to educate and provide me more information about love there. So here we are to talk about love. I was working on writing a book. It's not finished, but as I was doing some research, I found that there are 13% of cultures that do not have the word love in their vocabulary. And at first I thought, wow, that's amazing. That can't be true. But I realized, well, they still show love. They do express love. They love each other. They just don't have the word. And one thing we're going to talk about today is how we've complicated love. And so I think that the people who don't have the word love in their vocabulary probably lucked out. Because we who have the word, that's one way we've complicated love. Do you say, I love that food, I love that drink, I love that movie, I love those waves? I mean, there's just a few things I've said. I love choir, choir, choir. Friends and family have heard me say that. There's probably things you say it about. But we're apprehensive to say, I love you. We'll say, I love fill in the blank about these things that don't have a lot of significance in life. Yeah, pleasure and enjoyment, but they don't really matter as much. But the people who do, we're nervous and anxious about saying, I love you to them. Maybe because we don't know what it means, or maybe we're concerned about what they might think it means or misunderstand it. So, yeah, we complicate it by saying that. And then sometimes we say, I love you as a way to manipulate. We say, I love you to keep someone in an unhealthy relationship. Or maybe we said, oh, I did that because I love you. And oftentimes the tone that goes with it implies otherwise. Sometimes we say it to excuse what we've done or said. Tough love, you've heard of that. Yeah, sometimes it's tough love. I believe that. And sometimes it's an excuse because somebody's fed up with whatever's going on, so they put their foot down, or they react to a situation, and then they feel better because they call it tough love. Well, that complicates love in and of itself, and it complicates it definitely in relationships. What we're going to talk about mostly is the definition of love. I've decided, and you don't have to agree with me, but I've decided that love doesn't have a very good working definition. Imagine if I came to your place right now, wherever you are, and I wrote down your words, how you define love, and word for word I write it, and then I compile all of our definitions. Oh, we'll see some similarities. There will be some words you use that I use and meanings you use that I use, sure. But there's going to be a lot of differences. And then on top of that, we'd probably find out that there's various expectations that goes with the definitions. Oh, that complicates things, especially if you mean one thing and I mean something else, or vice versa, right? So I want to help uncomplicate love, so that when we love, we can do it more authentically and not have the negative connections that comes with some of the expectations and misinterpretations. So I'm going to help clarify, simplify love using my 4 ingredients. You don't have to agree with them, but I've decided those 4 ingredients apply whenever love is authentic and genuine. Now, you might be thinking there's various types of love, right? There's eros love, there's agape love, there's unconditional love, there's familial love, there's storge, there's ludus, there's mania, there's a few others out there. Well, I believe that all 4 of my ingredients, or the 4 ingredients of loving, apply in all of those. And you might think, well, yeah, but there's different styles of love, right? You've read maybe the 5 love languages, so there's those. You may have read religious text, maybe scriptures or documents or faith-based books, and in there it says love is this and love is not that. And I think the 4 ingredients apply there too. You'll see. And I'm going to give those to you. People have asked me, why am I doing this? Why am I going on social media? Why am I going to put this YouTube channel up? I've never had any social media accounts. And so family members have asked me, why are you doing this, Paul? Because you don't have experience with social media. You're going to have to get social media accounts. And for love, I will do that. See, I've decided. I didn't decide this. It's the fact. There's billions of people in the world. Billions, right? And I believe the majority will never step foot in a therapist's office where they can talk about the things that have impaired or damaged love in their life. Many people, majority probably, will never read books to help understand love better, clarify love better, heal the wounds that have damaged love. And most people won't have a non-biased, safe environment to help heal the wounds that have impaired love. So I decided to bring it to you. Why hold in this information and this stuff when I can share it with other people? Look, this isn't going to be therapy sessions. I'm not providing therapy sessions here. No. Maybe just some education, some perspective, some wisdom. Hopefully it helps you. And together, we're going to love. The other reason I'm doing this is because you've probably heard about the pebble in the pond, the metaphor where you drop a pebble in the pond and it creates ripples, and then more ripples and more ripples. If you are improving love, if you are loving authentically, purposefully, and intentionally, and I am loving authentically, purposefully, and intentionally, chances are our ripples will overlap. I don't think using the pond metaphor is the best one, because the world is huge and there's so many of us. Maybe the ocean is better. And we're dropping this pebble, this love pebble, and love is so powerful. I don't think it's a pebble. I think it's a rock, maybe even a boulder. And it's going to create waves. Your waves are going to overlap with my waves. They're going to build off each other. And these waves of love are going to impact the world. You've watched waves hit the shore. It's beautiful. Hits the shore, boom, and it drags the shells and creates these tracks, and it just leaves this great imprint. And that's what we're going to be doing. Loving genuinely, authentically, purposefully. Look, sometimes we do things and we call it love when really it's out of obligation. Have you ever done that? Have you done anything for someone recently and you did it because it's the right thing to do? Or you're supposed to? That's what a boyfriend does, a girlfriend does, a husband does, a dad, whatever. Have you done it for those reasons? Well, chances are the experience was not as great as it could have been. Because you were giving probably two of the ingredients, time and energy. But the obligation or the intention maybe made it less authentic, and so the experience was different for you. I want to bring to you how we can make it from obligation to love. Instead of doing it because I should, because of love. And those experiences will change. And we'll want to do it more often. That's what this is about, spreading love. I want to give you an experience of how simple love is. Okay? According to me, which means you don't have to agree, I don't have to be right. According to me, I've decided, think for yourself, loving is as simple as making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a PB&J, a PBJ. Now, you might not eat bread. You might not eat peanut butter or jelly. Okay. I'm going to give an example of making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. What I want you to do is make whatever you like that is simple. A soup, a salad, something simple. So not, maybe a soup out of a can, a wrap, eggs, some kind of a bowl, whatever you want that is simple that you like. I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for me when I am interested in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. They're too delicious, in my opinion, to be a snack. So I don't make it as a snack. No, I make it when I'm interested in peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It doesn't take much time. Neither does love. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, if you do a traditional one, 3 minutes. If you make it the way I like it with bacon, it takes longer, depending on the bacon. I've never made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in my sleep, so it takes a little bit of energy. I'm giving a little energy, making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I pay attention when I do it, because I put on the peanut butter and I put too much. Well, I don't put too much. I just put more than I need so I can eat the extra off the knife. Do you do that? I eat the jelly. After I put more than I need on there, I eat the jelly off the knife too. I cook 6 pieces of bacon. I only put 4 on the sandwich. I pay attention. Look, loving is that simple. What I want you to do is when you are making your PB&J or whatever you make it only when you have enough time. Don't make this to test and see if Paul is right. No. Wait till you have enough time. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich to make and eat, 10, 15 minutes. Okay, so whatever you want to eat, whatever you want to make, something simple. When you do it, I want you to realize the interest you are putting in you. You're investing interest in you. Whatever you're making for you because you like it. That's interest in you. And how much time does it take? For peanut butter and jelly, I gave you the example. Whatever you're making, make it simple. It doesn't take much time. A little bit of energy, not that much. And while you're doing it, I want you to realize you are giving yourself time and energy. You are giving yourself attention. Loving is that simple. It's giving interest, time, energy, and attention. You're putting those 4 things together and you're giving it. If I do something out of obligation, it's time and energy. If it's love, I change it and I'm interested in giving attention to the one I'm loving. It's that simple. Loving isn't complicated. We're uncomplicating it. Loving is simple. Loving is not exhausting. Whatever you're doing, loving-wise, might be tiring. You might be digging a hole so someone can put rose bushes or trees or plants. You might be digging holes. Digging holes can be tiring. Loving is not. Loving. You'll want to do it more often when we're authentic and genuine. Loving is something we can do daily. I love 52. It's a good start for people to do it once a week. You can do it as often as you want, every day. I want to hear from you. I want to hear how you're loving, who you're loving. You know, we're going to spread love to improve our environment, which will probably improve the world. I'll see you next week. Bye.